Hi, myself Madhu Ramakrishna Pasupuleti, and I'm here to give an online business pitch for my business plan, which is into solar power project installations. And we are going to establish our company in the name of Creative Energy Consultants Limited, and we are providing solar energy solutions in India. And our motto is to let's go solar, let's go smart. And why solar? Why do we have to get into this business? The reason being it's a sustainable way of living. It gives positive impact to the environment, economy, and society. And there's reduction of cost, and it's economic in terms of generating and consuming that energy that we generate solar. And also the shortage of energy has created more scope for renewable energy to come into picture. And talking about the business deliverables, so what are we going to sell? What are our products and services? So we are going to install 1 kilowatt hour, 3 kilowatt hour, 5 kilowatt hour power projects, and we're also into maintenance and services after installation maintenance and services. And we're more into customized installation of medium scale businesses and schools and colleges. And what's the potential of solar in India? So that's where we are going to launch a business. So by 2022, India is targeting a total of 100 gigawatt and power generation, but right now it's just standing at 40. So 60 gigawatt is a difference. So there's a lot of potential in it. And talking about the area of operations, we are going to launch a business in Indore, in the state of Madhya Pradesh, India, because its consumption behavior in terms of electricity and the demand that's required there, and the population and their consumption taste, the consumption behavior, the consumer behavior is quite appealing for our business. And talking about the organization chart that we have, so we have a CEO who is the head of financial department, and we have different departments coming into picture. And talking about the key personnel, so myself, Madhuram, will be operating as the Chief Executive Officer, who will be taking care of the financial department. And we have Keertika, Head of Planning and Strategy. Saad Ali will be taking care of operations and maintenance. And Mustafa will be taking care of customer service relationship. Legal, Uday will be taking care of legal stuff. And Vaibhav will be operating as the manager of sales and marketing. And innovation is a very crucial element in flourishing and succeeding in a business. So what we come up with as an innovation is we're going to use a mobile app to make sure that we're providing e-services to our customers in terms of their concerns and queries. And we also like to embed a smart grid system in the future to increase the efficiency of our project. And also we'd like to establish partnered sales with domestic appliance manufacturers to provide better pricing for our consumers. And talking about insurance, we need to make sure that the business premises and the staff are safe. So we have property insurance, business interruption insurance, and electronic equipment insurance, employee compensation insurance. That's really a crucial thing that we have considered to make sure we are covered everywhere in terms of, and we are working in a safe environment. And talking about the legal requirements of the business. So we considered the company formation, the legal aspects involved in company formation, labor and employment, and the intellectual property law specifically out of these laws, because we want to make sure that the information that we have is not spread outside of the business, and also we are not breaching any legal aspects that we are in the location where we're involved in. And talking about sustainability, since renewable energy gives a positive impact on the environment with less pollution, and also it saves a lot of money for the user, and also it benefits the society as a whole. And that's the reason it's sustainable. And talking about market research, we gathered the data from the TechSide Research, which is a global research firm gathering data. And based on the information that we received from TechSearch, we can observe that the solar power generation has increased substantially from 2011 to 2016, and solar tariff has reduced substantially, which signifies that there's quite a good potential in the market for solar energy. And talking about the industry analysis, so this increase in the demand of electricity, as well as India, where we are planning to establish our business, has the third largest installed capacity of solar power projects. So based on the industrial analysis and the requirement in India, this business is definitely viable. And if talking about SWOT analysis, it's really good to know, and it's really important to know what are your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So based on our strengths, we are operating in a renewable energy, which is a sustainable business. And also, we have a proper understanding of our competitors, so we know how to get our market share. And talking about the weaknesses, since we are a new business, we are starting up as a new business in this sector, the risk of investment from new investors is considered, and we may have that as a weakness, as a major weakness. And talking about opportunities, so there's potential of growth in solar industry, as we saw from the TechSci information that we just observed. And also, speaking specifically about Indore, Madhya Pradesh, where we're establishing, there are 300 sunny days, which is really good for solar generation. And talking about the threats, yes, we have to deal with the financial management to make sure that we are generating our revenue and making profits soon. And talking about competitors, we have Tata Power, who is one of the major competitors we have in India, and Tata Power has a pretty good market share out there, and we have other competitors as well whom we need to consider in competition. And talking about market targets, we are going to target small businesses, schools, and colleges, because that's where they need electricity during the day, and solar is a very good option for them. And talking about competitive and advantage, so we have this mobile application and the smart grid technology that we're going to embed, so that's going to be a cutting-edge technology in having a competitive edge. And the future, so this is our vision statement, where we want to become a reputable solar energy firm, and this is the mission statement, where we focus on milestones and other aspects to reach our vision statement. And these are the milestones that we are focusing on to create brand awareness and establish with e-services for our customers and increase our revenue by 15% increase our sales by 15% every year. And this is a short-term goal where we're starting with 5 installations and increase. Our long-term goal is to make government alliances to increase our profits to 20% annually. And talking about finances, so as we discussed earlier, these are the milestones that we've considered as the financial objectives. And the source of funds is going to be, the total funds that we need is around $300,000 that we estimated, out of which $120,000 is coming by equal share from our 6 partners who are getting involved in the business, and the remaining $180,000 is to be invested by an investor. And this is the startup cost, which you can observe is summing up to around $300,000. And this is the balance sheet, where you can observe the assets we have and the liabilities we have balanced against each other. And this is the expected cash flow, where we can observe that we are having a negative cash flow till June in the first 6 months, and we trending towards positive cash flow thereafter. And talking about the profit loss statement, we can observe that we are generating a net profit of $202,000 by the end of third year. And this is the overall sales and expenditure statistical graph, where you can observe the difference is much higher in the last year, where we're generating good profits. And this is the break-even analysis, where we can observe 78.71 installations is what's needed, and we are installing a total of 78 installations in the first year, so we're going to break even in almost 13 months. And talking about the exit strategy, we are planning to go with public offering, or else we are planning to go with merger or acquisition as an exit strategy, just in case. Thank you so much.